Schools of Decatur could be getting some safety upgrades, according to our partners at Decatur-ish. School leaders are considering bringing in a weapons detection system to some schools. Atlanta News 1st Sarah Hammond is live from Decatur High School with more on the proposed plan. Sarah.
Well, as schools all over Metro Atlanta and all over the country take stock of their safety measures as they watch some uptick in violence in schools, City Schools of Decatur are considering implementing some new safety measures of their own. During a retreat this week, our partners with Decatur-ish report the City Schools of Decatur School Board will consider adding a weapons detection program that would place a hybrid system of mobile and fixed weapons detectors at main entrances and bus entrances of Decatur High School, Beacon Hill Middle School, and the Wilson Center. Right now, they are only one of two school districts in the Metro Regional Education Service Agency that does not have a weapons detection system. They're also looking at bringing in 3 school resource officers, one for Decatur High, Beacon Hill Middle, and a third to rotate between other schools. And school safety is something that is top of mind in many districts. Just last week, agencies from all over DeKalb County gathered for an active threat training. DeKalb County Schools Police Chief Tracy Whaley says it's so vital that everyone works together to prepare for a crisis.
The goal is to understand that our society is at a place now where these things are real. And the goal is for us to collaborate, to work together, to not worry about who's wearing what uniform or what jurisdiction you're from, but to address the threat, stop the threat for protection of our students in our schools as well as everyone in our community.
And for me,
And the total cost of these additional safety measures would be roughly $1.1 million, again, according to Decatur-ish. And if approved, this would be added into their annual budget. Live from Decatur High School, Sarah Hammond for Atlanta News First.